This is Kung Fu on Guangzhou, Plains of the Dragon.
That's content for weeks. Man, I'm trying to dissect that shit, man. That was honestly I could I can truthfully say that was one of the last movie moments for me was watching Tenet, experiencing that Rubik's cube of a movie,
Oh
and
my
kind of getting my
God.
mind blown with some of the aspects of what they were doing with that film, man. I mean,
Yes.
so technical, and I know some people it's too technical, whatever, but just the attempt and how they circled everything back together, man. It's one of those movies you tell someone, yeah, you gotta go see this shit, man, because I want to see if you can figure this shit
Yes.
out, you know?
And like for real, bro, I intentionally like did the best that I could to avoid like the Reddit, you know what I'm saying? I tried to
Yeah,
avoid everything I could because I wanted to think about that movie on my own, right? And the only thing I come back to when I think about that movie is like, fuck, I really miss going to the movies.
yeah, man. I do too, dude. It's like shit. Like I should have kept the ticket stub for New Mutants.
Oh, like, bro, like for
Oh man,
real.
I should have kept that shit.
Even it's just crazy that even now, like that was something that we took for granted. I was so
Yeah,
excited to be able to go back to the movies that I didn't even think about that. But clearly, going into it, I would have thought, man, you know what? I need to hold on to this. But it was so easy to fall back into the rhythm of, being able to go back to the movies. Like, bro, oh my goodness, man.
I could have said I had the last ticket
Like,
stub of the last Fox X-Men movie released.
fuck.
The last one. I had a ticket stub of
Like that's serious right there. That is
it
serious
is.
business right there. For better or worse,
Yeah.
that was a piece. That was a piece of movie history right there. But because that movie was so trash, it didn't even come to mind to hold on to that ticket stub,
No,
bro.
it
But
didn't.
you know, that's just one of them things that we gotta live with, man. Like I can't even tell you, and I'm sure you got a similar feeling to this, right? Like this might even be my last drink for the night. What time is it here? It's
uh,
8. What time is it, man? I
it's
gotta go to work at.
9:19 for me.
I'm an hour behind, man. But this
Okay.
might be my last drink. I don't want to go to work hungover tomorrow.
Right. I know. I feel it, man.
But like for me, you know what I'm saying? That movie theater experience. There's nothing that matches walking through the hallway at a movie theater and looking at the posters for movies that ain't coming out yet.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just really think about that for a second. In this age of spoilers and video breakdowns and, YouTube videos breaking down trailers that are explaining what's going to happen in the movie before it comes out, there is still nothing that matches walking through a hallway at a movie theater and just looking at the poster for a movie and having that feeling like, wow, I didn't know this movie was coming out. I didn't know that this person was going to be in this movie that's coming out. I wonder what the trailer for this movie is going to look like. I wonder if this movie is going to be good or bad. Like, there's nothing that matches that for me right now. The only thing that matches that is looking at the artwork for a comic book that I haven't read yet.
Yeah. I mean, because it used to be literally like a comic book cover before you could
Right.
have a trailer. And how many people were going to see the trailer anyway if it wasn't going to be on TV? You know what I'm saying? Like the poster sold the movie
Mm-hmm.
for a certain amount of time. That's why.
Facts.
I mean, poster. Come on, man. Can you
Facts.
imagine you have the original movie poster for Gone with the Wind?
Mm.
Can you imagine having or you know what I'm saying, The Godfather, or some of these other classic
Casablanca.
film, Casablanca? Can you yeah, this is the real thing right here. This ain't no replica. Like this is it.
Right.
Oh
Like,
man,
like, like. like for me personally, you know, before I get into mine, let me ask you this question here, bro. Like, what are like some of your fondest memories of going to the movie theater? Like, just if it's not one, just give me a couple experiences linked to one particular movie release that are gonna stick with you forever.
Okay, obviously, 2008, dressing up as Scarecrow, going to see The Dark Knight, first midnight
Mm-hmm.
release movie I've ever seen. Christopher Nolan just sent us on this amazing crime drama adventure that literally had my head hurting at the end of the film. And that's how much I was into it. I mean, when Harvey Dent had the gun to
Man.
freaking Jim Gordon's son, I was like on the edge of my seat, man. I was hurting. I was like, come on, please don't. I was literally like, don't, come on, man,
Don't
don't do
hurt
this,
the
man.
boy.
Don't hurt the
Don't
boy,
hurt
man.
the
Come on,
boy.
Harvey. Come on, you ain't had to do all that shit, dog. Come on, man. Chill out, chill out, chill out. I
Uh-huh.
mean, yeah, and then going to school the next day, just be like, did you guys see the Dark Knight? Like you know what I'm saying? Like that was an experience, man. And just seeing everyone else afterwards, seeing Heath Ledger's performance and everyone just really, it was a must go. It was a must go. It was experience, man. The Dark Knight, Spider
Mm-hmm.
Man, seeing Spider Man for the first time as a kid, being a big time Spider Man fan, and not even knowing that the movie was coming out really until the trailers hit TV. I didn't have
Right.
any anticipation for it. I love the comics, I love the cartoon, and then here it was one day. It was just like, wow, this is amazing. And then the final roll call with the swinging and the American flag to end the movie with the credits, man, that
Man.
was that was very powerful, especially during that time period of witnessing 9/11 and my dad being from New York City. And hell, I remember us getting kind of cut from school. And I went downstairs in my basement and seeing the aftermath on the news on my dad on the big screen, and just my dad being kind of worried because he grew up in New York City, man. I visited New York City. New York is a really kind of close city for me, man. I love that city, even as a Bostonian or a New Englander. You know, despite rivalries, New York is the shit. Let's just be real.
And as a southerner, right? As
And
a
now,
southerner.
yeah, now as a Southerner, so and seeing Spider-Man, that movie just really captured that city beautifully, man. It really captured the feeling of being a New Yorker and how it feels to be in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a moment I'll never forget, seeing Spider-Man
Okay.
for the first time in theaters.
So not necessarily okay. So not necessarily even like watching the movies, but like what are some of your fondest memories attached to how do I put this? Attached to just the experience, the buildup of going to the movies, your family getting together to go to the movies. Because I know how it used to be for me personally, but for you, like, you know what I'm saying? What was it like anticipating going to
Uh,
see a movie when it came out?
Movies during high school is really fun because we go, me and my crew, my crew of friends, we go Friday night at Harborview. It was like a new theater. It was like a bougie theater. It's not really bougie, but it was bougie at the time. And we went to see 300. And the problem was
Oh
that it was
man.
a rated R movie. And we were not of the age to get a rated R ticket. So they literally had me, because I looked the oldest, go up to the ticket booth and buy 5 tickets. And the the ticket attendee would never ask me for my ID, so I would actually able to buy the tickets for them. But for this particular night, she asked, and I was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't pull it off, so we had to ask a couple. We had to ask older couples to buy the tickets for us and act like we were with them to go see the rated R movie. And we got it done, man. And just watching 300 that night, and then sneaking in to see Hellboy 2: The Golden Army right afterwards. and my bladder was done. My bladder was done, bro. I had to go, man. But I could not leave my seat. I was literally glued to my seat for both movies. Literally, as soon as 300 was
Oh
done,
man,
snuck in to see
that's
Hellboy
pain.
2. That was
That is
pain.
pain.
It was where
Oh
I had
shit,
no
that's
idea
pain.
Hellboy was like over 2 hours, man. Like,
That's that's worse. Like that's worse pain than being in BMT doing marching drills. You know what I'm
right,
saying? When they got you drinking 12 canteens a day, type shit like that,
right,
right?
right,
But you can't tell your MTI that you got to take a piss. That's a different conversation. Anyway,
right, right.
you said your bladder was done,
My bladder was done after Hellboy 2, man. But going
man.
to theaters on Friday nights in high school and seeing like Iron Man and the
Man,
Incredible Hulk and just some of those titles from 2004 to 2008. That was a lot of fun,
same
man.
here. Like, like for me, bro, you know what I'm saying? I remember like my mom and my auntie used to take me, my brother, and my cousin to go to the movies, right? And
Mhm.
this is back when they used to post the show times in the fucking newspaper, dog.
Oh shit.
R.I.P. to the news. Like they really used to post the local show times in the newspaper, and
Mm,
there'd be 4 or 5 movies that were out or whatever, right? And
right.
my mom and my auntie used to write down the names of whatever movie was out, piece of paper. They rip it up, put it in the hat, shake the hat up, and me, my brother, or my cousin would pull one piece of paper out of the hat, and whatever piece of paper got pulled out of the hat, that was the movie we was going to see that day.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
something like that. That's an experience that I can't really match scrolling through Netflix. I can't really match that scrolling through a Hulu or a Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so definite. And even going to the movies meant so much to where I didn't even care what got pulled out of that hat. Like being able to stand in line and then walk through that hallway and see what movies were going to come out next year or in the next couple months was enough for me to be willing to sit through whatever movie we were going to see that day. I will never forget going to see Star Wars Episode 1. That was the first time that my mom took me, my brother, and my cousin to a movie, and we didn't even get popcorn at the concession stand. That's the first movie we ever went to where we snuck our own snacks into the movie theater. I could
Oh
not
man.
like, bro, in the moment, I couldn't even comprehend why the line was so long to go see that movie when we went to see it. I didn't
Hmm.
understand why the line was damn near around the corner to go see Star Wars Episode 1. You know what I'm saying? And then 1 year later, when we went to see X-Men in theaters, there was some dudes that were sitting behind us. Oh my God. I was so fucking mad, bro. There were some guys that were sitting behind us that had already seen X-Men, right?
Oh no.
But this was like their second time seeing it. They didn't spoil the entire movie, but they were just talking about like parts of the movie that already happened. Like seeing somebody get struck by lightning, or you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
seeing somebody's claws pop out for the first time. They were talking about that behind us. And I remember being like 9, 10 years old, pissed off because these dudes didn't want to shut the fuck up about the movie that they'd already seen. Because I was already such a fan of X-Men. To this day, at my mom's house in a plastic tote, I have the entire first season of the X-Men animated series on VHS tape.
Nice, man. Nice.
Not going anywhere. That shit ain't going nowhere, right?
Right.
So, like, sitting in the theater and hearing these two fucking guys sitting behind us, like, literally talking about parts of the movie that I haven't seen yet. I was able to comprehend that at 9, 10 years old and being pissed off because they wouldn't want to shut the fuck up. Like, I
Mm-mm-mm.
cannot. There's nothing that matches the anticipation or the build up to going to see a movie that you haven't seen yet, or going to see a movie and wanting to get into your seat before the trailers start, or
Yes.
being willing to, or like you said, being willing to sit through the end credits of a movie while your bladder is fucking kicking out of the side of your stomach and you got to take a piss, but you got to see this end credit scene to this movie because
Right.
looking at it on YouTube ain't gonna do it justice. Like,
Right. Or sticking through the credits, just listening to music and just absorbing what you just
facts,
witnessed. You know?
facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember, like, bro, I'm sorry, man. I know we gotta wrap this topic up because we got other shit to talk about, but you know what I'm saying? I remember being a kid and my uncle Tommy in Detroit taking us. He took me, my brother, my cousin Carlos, my cousin Tommy, and my cousin Dominique. In Detroit, like this is how oh man, this is how crazy the theaters in Detroit used to be, bro. The
Oh
movie theater
man.
he took us the movie theater he took us to see, inside of the theater there was a jungle gym for your kids. Inside of the theater
Oh man.
there was like a mini jungle gym, dog. Like, I'm not even lying to you. It was jungle inside. Motherfuckers was in there drinking 40s and lighting up joints and shit like that. Like, he
Oh
took us to
man.
see Batman Forever. Right?
Uh-huh.
He took us to see Batman Forever. Now, mind you, Batman Forever had already been out for an entire year. He took us to the Dollar Theater to see Batman Forever. I'd already seen Batman Forever at least 3 times over by the time he took
Mm,
us to go see it, right?
right.
Boy, just being in the theater and watching that movie again and sitting through the credits and hearing Kiss from a Rose by Seal, like, I'm never gonna forget that, bro. I'm
Yeah.
never gonna forget being in the movie theater with my brother and 3 of my cousins and my uncle. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
can't forget that, man. And there's a part of me that appreciates the fact that I was able to experience that, because in the future, there's no guarantee that's going to be there anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man. Damn sure. I mean, especially the rate shit's going, bro. Like, it ain't looking good. I'll tell you that, man. It is not looking good, man.